Hello everyone and welcome to the Smashi Business Show. Today is Wednesday, April 30, 2025, the last day of the fourth month of January of 2025. I'm Abdul Majid Awan.
And I'm Warz Ahmed, and we have a great show for you today. Today we're going to be discussing how Mark Zuckerberg has launched this standalone app for Meta AI. Secondly, this UAE entrepreneur has raised inclusivity questions about AI. And thirdly, Dubai's Skyline gets a new edition, Trump International Hotel and Tower, which I feel like we've been waiting for a very long time. We're also going to speak about Toufic, the founder of Brands for Less, and British wealth firm Azura swaps Monaco for Abu Dhabi after Lunate deal.
Yeah, let's start with Meta. Very big news. Meta has unveiled a new standalone app powered by artificial intelligence, which is the Meta AI and the Llama 3 model, marking its second major app launch in under 2 weeks. The tech giant introduced the Meta AI app, which uses its Llama 4 AI model and is now available on both iOS and Android. This comes as Meta continues to face mounting legal pressures in the United States over alleged anti-competitive behavior.
Now, in a statement, Meta said people already use its AI assistant across platforms like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and Messenger. Now, with the new app, users can experience Meta AI in a dedicated space, complete with voice conversations and an interactive discovery feed. Now, the feed allows users to explore and share how others are using AI in daily life.
And a key feature for users in the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand is full duplex speech technology. Meta claims this provides a more natural conversational voice experience, though it remains unclear when it will be rolled out globally, especially in the MENA region.
Now, the app is already being compared to OpenAI's ChatGPT, which sparked a global wave of AI innovation since launching in 2022. Coincidentally, reports recently emerged that OpenAI may be developing its own AI-powered social platform, potentially placing it in direct competition with Meta.
Meta also recently released Edits, a new video editing app aimed at content creators. All of this comes as Mark Zuckerberg, who is the CEO of Meta, defends the company in a Washington courtroom where regulators accuse Meta of suppressing competition. A ruling against Meta could see it forced to break up parts of its empire, including Instagram and WhatsApp. Really interestingly, Meta is trying to do what ChatGPT has done, and ChatGPT is trying to copy the social platform of Meta. So everyone is trying to copy some part of the other person's business or ideas. But yeah, the Meta AI app, I downloaded it yesterday. Not like too surprised. It's the good thing is I saw the Mark Zuckerberg video which he posted on all platforms where he's talking about it, and the very interesting thing he said is that this is a very very consumer-based app. So OpenAI is also businesses and everyone, but he said that this is more focused on consumers. You can talk to it as much as you want. With OpenAI, the problem is that the voice feature where you talk with it, it's very limited for free users. But with Meta AI, you can do as much as you want. So that's the interesting part. So yeah.
I see what they're all doing.
Free chat.
I see what they're all doing. You know,
Yeah.
you have Mark Zuckerberg. He's racing to do what Elon Musk has done with X.
Yeah.
And honestly, in my opinion, Majid, I think that Grok in this case wins.
Yeah, you love Grok. I've realized that everyone has a preference, but yeah.
No, but with Grok, you know why? It's really good at collecting information.
Yeah.
It's with ChatGPT. I often ask for information, and because she knows that I want it, she makes it up for me.
Oh,
She
yeah.
just makes up facts, and that's scary. But with Grok, and I think a really cool feature that Grok has is I even see it on Twitter threads.
Yeah.
Someone will ask Grok in the Twitter thread,
Yeah.
hey, what does this mean after somebody posts something?
Yeah.
So it's almost being used to confirm what people are posting on X, which we all know. People are always posting crazy stuff there, stuff that's untrue, made up. So I think in this case, I think Grok is winning. Zuckerberg is just trying to catch up.
Yeah. Everyone is trying to catch up to some part of the other one. I think every big tech firm right now, Meta, X, OpenAI, all of them are trying to be the supreme leader. They want to create a super app which has everything, and it's like a race right now. Whoever wins at the end of the day will get a lot of benefits from it. But yeah, talking about AI, we now turn to the growing conversation around inclusivity in artificial intelligence. Noor Tahir, a co-founder and CEO of Arabic AI company Intella, is challenging the status quo of global AI development. Meta AI launching and this post coming very coincidental. In a recent post, she highlighted a key issue, and it was most AI tools today fail to understand her mother's Arabic.
Now, according to Tahir, existing AI systems often misinterpret dialects, miss emotional nuance, and fail to grasp cultural context. Now, her message is clear. These tools weren't built for the over 450 million Arabic speakers around the world. Instead, she says AI has too often been designed without a default English-first mindset.
Yeah,
And I completely agree with her.
Yeah, but Intella is aiming to change that. Rather than building AI to replace humans, the company is developing tools that first seek to understand them across Arabic dialects, accents, and lived experiences. As Tahir puts it, Arabic isn't just one language, it's a mosaic of voices.
Now, in her view, the future of AI will be multilingual, inclusive, and deeply local, not just speaking to people, but listening to them and understanding them no matter where they're from or how they speak.
Yeah.
And
so it's very interesting, right? I read the post, I saw the word mother, I was like, who is talking about her mother on LinkedIn? And then I was like, yeah, very good point. Makes sense. Because we see Meta AI app, if you try talking to it in Arabic, most probably it'll jumble up some
But you
meaning.
know who's doing well? OpenAI.
Yeah.
I was talking to it about something, and I mean not OpenAI, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I was talking to it about something, and it was like, oh wow, oh Ward, this is like clearly a very difficult situation that you're in. And I think in one of I told it that I'm like religious, and it was like, okay, here are different du'as that you can read, and it gave me all the
So
du'as
you were talking to it in
Arabic.
Arabic or English?
In English.
Yeah.
And then it suddenly said, do you want me to give you some dua that will give you reassurance?
Nice.
Majid, it gave me like a list of Islamic duas that you can say. And I was just there like, whoa, you have good
ChatGPT.
you have good Arabic here, good spelling,
Yeah.
you know, the exact text. I was
Nice.
truly so impressed. But
Yeah.
I think you're completely right. And you know, that's why we need platforms like this. And
Yeah.
that's why we need a platform like Munsit
Yeah.
that Aziz was telling us about yesterday.
Yeah.
So basically it's based here in the UAE.
They still haven't
And
announced, we can't announce it. It's
oh,
embargoed.
oh, okay.
It's embargoed till they announce it. But yeah, we're working with someone. You'll soon hear about a platform which will have 200, I don't remember the exact
They
numbers.
listen to 15,000 hours,
Yeah.
I believe, of Arabic
Yeah.
voices.
And
to
different accents.
over 25 dialects.
Yeah.
I think for me that was really
Soon
impressive.
it will be announced. We'll put it on our socials. Don't worry, you'll get the whole details. But the main thing is we have the Middle East, which is we know UAE and Saudi Arabia. They're trying to become AI superpowers. Not only in the region, across the globe. They have their own versions of Arabic LLMs. They are very nicely developed. You don't see them a lot because a lot of people, they just use it in English, the AI part of everything. So if you come to the Arabic side of the world, we have JAIS 70. That is the latest version, which was developed by Abu Dhabi AI Development Center. So we have that. But soon enough, they will become global. And these apps, these small startups and these small companies, they will make Arabic LLMs and Arabic AI a very common trend. For people, especially her mother's age, who don't have the capacity right now to learn a new language or like perfect it or master it, like prompting. I don't think I will expect my 60-year-old father to do a good prompt. I think he will be better equipped to just say it. And he will use his own mother language better. So yeah,
Probably.
it is going to become very inclusive in the future. But right now,
By the way, no, grannies are using this stuff.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. I just like remembered a story, but basically when my grandma was just recently in the hospital, Majid, obviously she was in the elderly section,
Yeah.
and I guess we were just making jokes with our grandma about this, about how the woman beside her is like a decade older than her. My grandma's like 80. This woman is 90. And I've never seen someone use the iPhone as well as this granny. So seriously, Majid, she's on her phone. She knows how to use every single app. She's on ChatGPT. And I'm like, girl, you're doing your job right. You're catching up. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's even better than like 60-year-olds and some millennials. They haven't caught up yet.
Yeah.
So the fact that this granny granny who's 90 years old knows how to use AI, I was honestly so impressed. I really was. I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's more of a, are you open-minded?
Yeah.
And do you want to make your life easier? I
Yeah.
really think that's what it is. But yeah.
Yeah, so moving from AI to the skylines of Dubai, a major addition to Dubai's luxury skyline has just been unveiled yesterday. The Trump International Hotel and Tower Dubai has officially launched with penthouses priced from a staggering 70 million dirhams, located at the entrance of downtown Dubai along Sheikh Zayed Road. The launch comes ahead of US President Donald Trump's expected visit to the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar in May. The dates have been announced. It's May 13 to 16.
Yeah. Now, the project is a collaboration between the Trump Organization and luxury real estate developer Dar Global. Eric Trump, executive vice president of the Trump Organization, said the development reflects their shared vision for iconic and world-class real estate in a global city like Dubai. Now, Japan's renowned architecture firm Nikon Sakai will handle the design.
And this marks the Trump brand's first ever hotel in the UAE. According to Dar Global CEO Ziad Al-Char, the 80-floor tower will include an 18-floor hotel, a 2-floor members-only Trump club, and upscale residences. Given the complexity of the project, delivery is expected by 2030-2031. He basically said in 4 years. So it can be 2030 or 31, with an estimated cost of around $1 billion.
Now, the Dubai launch follows the recent unveiling of Trump Tower Jeddah as the Trump Organization and Dar Global continue to expand across the Middle East. Their partnership also includes a luxury golf community in Amman, and I believe it was like worth 400, was it million or billion?
I don't remember the exact
Completely
numbers.
forgot, but it was worth a lot of money, and more Trump-branded developments are on the horizon.
And in fact, plans are in motion for not one but 2 Trump projects in Riyadh, including another golf community. For the Trump Organization, this Dubai launch also represents a revival of plans first imagined before the 2008 financial crisis, when an earlier Trump Tower project for Palm Jumeirah never materialized. I remember this news specifically because it was supposed to be at the corner of the palm tree, and it was supposed to be like you can look to the whole of Palm from there. Never materialized, recession and all that, but finally now the land has been bought. It was bought like in 2024 and development will soon start. 4 years, you will see a Trump Tower on Sheikh Zayed Road in Dubai.
I think this is it's really exciting because they've been talking about it for the longest time ever, and I think this entire this entire announcement, Majid, it just signals to how much Westerners actually want to be a part of the UAE. You know, you'll have Eric Trump going to Reuters and telling them that the Gulf relies on a strong U.S.
America.
but if that really was the case, why are you guys relying on them to expand your real estate company, to expand Trump Organization? Why would you go out of your way to have the only Trump-branded golf course with Damak Group, with Hussein Sajwani? Why would you go out of your way to develop a luxury resort in Oman, to launch the Trump Tower in Saudi? Why are you expanding your footprint? I think when you're the one reaching for something, when your hand is going for something, it's clearly telling that you want it more than the other side. So I just found that statement that he said to Reuters really ironic.
Yeah.
I don't
Why
think
are you
that
saying
it's true.
that we depend on you, bro? Right now, everyone is depending on Middle East. Everyone is literally opening their offices. We have a story about another firm which chose Dubai, Abu Dhabi over Monaco at the end of the show. So if you were listening, you will get idea of that. But some retail news. Yesterday, Toufic, who is a retail veteran and he's the executive chairman and co-founder of Brands for Less and the Brand for Less group, he shared his insights on LinkedIn, and it was a very enlightening post. He basically said that the retail landscape in the GCC is changing, and with over 2 decades in the industry, Krether says the region is evolving faster than ever, especially when it comes to consumer behavior.
Now, according to Kerdai, consumers in the GCC are becoming more discerning. While they still value quality and brand name products, they are now focused on finding value and making smarter purchasing decisions. This shift is transforming the way people shop and is impacting the retail industry.
At Brands for Less, Toufic and his team have witnessed this change firsthand, he wrote. What began as a way to offer high quality brands at affordable prices has grown into a movement. That's what he believes. The off price retail model, which was once considered a niche, is now becoming the new norm in the region.
And Toufic explains that the core idea behind Brands for Less was simple: provide access to loved brands without the hefty price tags. This mindset has sparked a significant shift in consumer shopping behavior, with people now shopping with greater intention.
And lastly, looking forward, Crede believes retail in the GCC is shifting from glitz and glamour to true relevance. As the region becomes more digital savvy, Toufic sees an opportunity to better meet the evolving needs of customers, ensuring that the retail experience stays in tune with today's dynamic landscape. The funny thing is, he says now GCC, which is very famous, everyone thinks they just have cash and they're splashing cash, throwing cash at brands. He's like, now people are actually demanding value. So if they're spending some money on some brand, they want some value out of it. Either longevity, I think like it works for like at least 6-7 months, doesn't break up. If it's a perfume, has more lasting. If it's a watch, you don't need to change its battery after like 3 months.
But you know what it is, Majid? I definitely think that the Chinese have had a role to play in this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me, the ongoing conversation that happened with a lot of people is the fact that after they saw those videos about this is how much it actually costs to get your Lululemon jacket.
Yeah.
This is how much it actually costs to get a Birkin bag. I think people are like, wait a minute. Why have I been buying things for such high prices when I can just go to somewhere like Brands for Less? And I completely understand it. I remember when I was at Dubai Hills, I saw this new stores. I don't know if you heard of it, Majid. It's called Lefties.
Yeah, Lefties, I know.
It's so affordable.
Yeah, Lefties, LC Waikiki. LC Waikiki is a Turkish brand. It's very affordable.
Yeah.
So usually in the Middle East and in the UAE specifically, to be honest, the most affordable things are Centerpoint, Max, R&B, all are owned by big giants, Landmark, Alshaya, all these. But yeah, after that, the foreign brands that you see is LC Waikiki, very cheap. I get my son's like branded Disney shirts for 24, 25 dirhams. Very nicely priced. It's not expensive because kids, they outgrow everything in 3 months. But apart from that, Lefties, my wife's favorite. She has to go inside and watch the new collection or something.
It's really
and
good
affordable.
quality.
That's the good thing.
It's so affordable. And it just tells you, I feel like something that I'm so grateful to Donald Trump for is honestly, in a way, placing those tariffs on China. Because China told us all the truth.
Yeah.
They told us the truth that, things don't cost that much.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that much to make them. And ever since then, Majid, I even became careful about the way that I spend my money.
Now you want more value from your money.
Exactly. I want more value. I'm like, wait, does this actually cost that
Yeah.
much? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So let's end with a major shift in the world of wealth management. Azura Partners, a fast-growing wealth firm founded by ex-Julius Baer executive Ali Jamal, is relocating its headquarters from Monaco to Abu Dhabi. It's a British firm, and the move follows a strategic investment from Lunate, which is the Abu Dhabi-based alternative asset manager with 110 billion in assets under management.
Now, as part of the deal, Azura will remain independent, with Ali Jamal and the current leadership team keeping operational control. Backed by Lunate, the firm plans to ramp up hiring and expand its product offerings in a bid to grow its $5 billion in assets under management. Now, no financial details of the transaction were actually disclosed.
And Ali Jamal described Abu Dhabi as a natural choice, calling it a home for ultra high net worth individuals, which we call UNWHI. I always forget the short form, and a hub for family offices. He added that the city's rise as a global financial center presents immense opportunities for firms like Azura.
Lunate has been on an acquisition spree since its launch in 2023. The firm, majority owned by 2.0 with ADQ as an anchor client, made more than 50 investments last year alone, ranging from fund commitments to real estate, including Dubai's ICD Brookfield Place.
Azura, founded in 2019, caters to ultra-wealthy clients, including entrepreneurs and families. It has hired top talent from Citibank and UBS and has established offices in financial hotspots like London, New York, Geneva, and Singapore. now adding Abu Dhabi to that global footprint. And the funny thing is, with all these offices, London, New York, Geneva, and Singapore, the headquarters is going to be in Abu Dhabi. So that's so interesting that you leave all the big names. London, Singapore, these are like the high-end places for your headquarters. People love to open their offices there, like head offices, headquarters there. They're like, no, Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it's become Abu Dhabi and Dubai,
Yeah.
that's for sure. And that's a wrap for today. Thank you for tuning into the Smashi Business Show. Make sure to follow us across all social media channels at Smashi Business and stay ahead with our daily newsletter. You'll find the subscription link in the description.
This has been a Smashi Business Show, a Smashi Business production, part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. A big shout out to our 1.6 million monthly listeners across all platforms. Thank you for making this possible. If you're one of them, we appreciate you. See you tomorrow on Thursday. Have a great day in the new month. See you in the next month.